So now there's two ways we can break the guard. Okay, the way I look at it. Okay, there's either on our knees or we're standing. Okay, so when my goal first, okay, before I start even trying to peel or break or anything, is the tension on the feet. Okay, it's the feet that lock. It's like the lock. Okay, I need to open that lock first. Right. So when we start utilizing the gi, okay, I've always had a hard time, you know, with grabbing the collars, okay, because the hand slides, the gi could slide, okay. I don't know if you've seen people where they grab it, they curl it, turn, punch, but it still moves, right? And my arm, the structure of my arm could easily be broken and it could still sit up, right? So what I'm trying to do, okay, is create a good handle and a good base with my hands and good structure while trying to keep his posture from coming up. So one thing I like to do, and I've used this many times in competition, grab the belt, shove it up into his chest, here. Okay, so now all I need is one hand and it keeps him from sitting up. Okay, now when the structure of my arm, okay, I don't want it too flared out, but I don't want it too twisted in, okay, because I start to lose my grip. Okay, so pay more attention to your palm, okay, but don't flare it out so much to where it's bent, okay, straight, okay, palm down, straight. Now, the other hand, okay, I keep it on the other side of the loop, and I'm gonna walk my knees back a little bit to create the space. I'm leaning forward into it, right? This is how I'm gonna get my right knee down the middle. Then when I sit down, I'm gonna open up my left knee, okay? Now right now, this is placing tension on his feet, okay? Now in this position, my arm is relatively safe from submissions, okay? Now from here, I'm pushing, and then I'm gonna rotate my body and wedging my ribs in between his feet to break them apart. Okay. Now, this is probably my go-to guard break when I'm on my knees. Like if I want to break the guard, I'm more of a fan of standing because I'm utilizing gravity to help me place the tension on the feet to break it easier. Okay, but if we're too tired or too fatigued, it was the first Phoenix Open. I cut from middle heavy down to lightweight. I was fatigued. I didn't want to compete. And I couldn't stand up. I was just too tired. So I grabbed the belt, pushed it into his chest. Here, I could rest. Okay? Walk my knees away. Okay, still keeping that same position with the knees, not too wide, not too narrow. Knee comes to the middle. I sit back. And I have an arch in my lower back. Okay, I keep this there, and I just rotate. My arm comes back, twist. Okay, now, once I get here, okay, my left knee is gonna slide up into a good combat base. Okay, now from here, this more or less takes away all submission opportunities once I get here. The only opportunity he has from here, okay, is to just throw his legs up, and even then, it's still such a far stretch for him to get an arm bar or a triangle, as long as I'm keeping that arm straight. Okay, if I bend it and he collapses me, then he's gonna get the submission. But like I said, we really need to pay attention and keep that arm as straight as possible. Make sense?
That's consistent through the entire movement.
Yeah. This hand, it's just, this left hand really isn't doing anything active. Okay, except for maybe, pushing the knee down even slightly. It doesn't take a lot to break the guard open. All all that's happening is this twisting motion in my hips. Okay, this rotation that breaks that guard open. Make sense? So, Drew. So over here, into the chest, walk. Knee comes down the middle. I sit back with my left knee open. Okay, now from here, slide back. Hold it tight, hold it tight. Holding it.
Eventually you can't fight it.
Slide this knee up, behind the knee, foot pointing at a 45, this knee out at a 45. Make sense? Yeah?
You just kind of used your hip.
Hmm?
Hip caught me.
It's all in the hips.
All in his. See, I'm telling you, Chubbs,
You had it.
Chubbs is onto something, right? Make sense, guys?
Yep.
Ready to play?
Yep.
All right, let's go play. 1, 2, 3.